Floyd Kalber paid his dues in broadcasting. He began in radio in Kearney, Nebraska in 1946. He got the job with a little white lie.
The guy said, can you type? And I said, of course I can type. I'd never had my hand on a typewriter before.
Floyd's television career began in 1949. He wrote and anchored the 6 and 10 o'clock news and was news director at KMTV in Omaha, Nebraska.
I created the news department, one-man news department, ran it all the way up to 14, 15, 18 people.
Kalber covered a wide area around Omaha, from government to floods. His work for NBC's Huntley Brinkley News Show prompted the network to send Floyd to Chicago and Channel 5 in 1960. But he started at the bottom of the ratings.
Good evening. Another snowstorm caught Chicago by the surprise this evening.
And your biggest competitor at that time was Fahey Flynn.
Exactly, and Hugh Hill.
At Channel 2.
Working for Fahey Flynn at Channel 2. You were number one solid, so big, so high, that it took me at least 2 years to beat you.
Later, Floyd left Chicago for New York and the Today Show with Tom Brokaw and Jane Pauley. In 1984, Kalber began his 14-year career at Channel 7.
Good evening, Chicago. They have badges and guns, but they are not police officers.
He was soon number one, and with co-anchor Kathy Brock, the 6 o'clock news on Channel 7 has a 140% advantage in viewers over its nearest competitor. Floyd and Betty Kalber have been married for 52 years, 2 children, 6 grandchildren. Kalber's second love is golf, which he'll be playing more of in coming days. It's been a full life.
The whole thing, Hugh, has been a bed of roses. I mean, the entire existence for me has been so wonderful, so successful. It has been so rewarding. I'm not talking necessarily in money, but I'm talking in the people.
Floyd Kalber has been in broadcast news for 52 years. And if I chose one word to describe that long career, it would be integrity. And that's as good as you can say about a man.
If you will allow me a few personal words, this may be the first time in 50 years of newscasting that I get as much time as I want to say what I want to say. Hugh Hill, I thank you for your nice obituary.
Not quite.
I have received a bit of mail since I said I was going to retire. I got a letter from a man and his daughter. They said some very nice things about the work that I do. And they were apparently a little bit concerned about the fact that I was retiring because they included in the envelope a check for $10. It was one of the kindest, nicest, most thoughtful acts of friendship that I've seen in some time. We've made a lot of friends in 30 years in Chicago. Back in about 1967, when I was 10 o'clock newscasting every night at Channel 5, a woman said to Betty, I go to bed with your husband every night at 10 o'clock. Well, I'll tell you, 30 years later, they say, I grew up watching your husband. I want to tell you, folks, it's tough getting old. It is also very tough and very hard to say goodbye to old friends, friends that you worked with for years, people who work very hard putting our news programs together, people who make us look very good on the tube, on the air, and teammates like Kathy and Jim, Jerry Taft, who can't be here, and Phil Kaplan, who was just here, and Mike Kaplan, of course. And they're all very talented people, and along with Bob Vesey, who's the producer of our program. Mm-hmm. And finally, people have asked me what it is that makes the program a success, and I tell them it's all of these people, but it's also you. You out there in viewer land, the people who watch us, it's mainly you, because you allow us into your living rooms, into your kitchens, into your bedrooms, and you watch us, and you give us your trust, your patience, and you make it a success for us. And for that, I thank you. And I thank all of you for letting me be here. Have a safe evening. Have a safe life. And I'm out of here.
Yes. It's been a pleasure. We'll be playing soon.
Thank you.
Absolutely.